happened when 5'9" former NBA player Nate Robinson blocked a slam dunk from once the tallest active player, 7'6" Yao Ming.
Said he didn't get it that time, and Brady bumps. Big. Blocked by Robinson! Nate Robinson with the retention!
Well, here's Nate Robinson coming over. That's a clean block.
Yao even had to hide his face in shame. At the Red Bull cliff diving series, Gary Hunn made the hardest dive in the world that included a front 3 somersaults and 4.5 twists.
70,000 fans gather around.
The front triple with 4.5 twists is a dive I've been working on for 2.5 years now. I brainstormed with my friend Jack Flulo in Southampton, and we came up with the idea, and since then I've been working on it.
In order to score a point in fencing, you have to hit your opponent's target with your blade, and a strategy used by some professional fencers is the back flick, in which they usually jump and touch the opponent's back. During women's all-around finals, first-place winner Simone Biles made an amazing save. In a very bizarre moment at the Rio Olympics 2016, one of the Mongolian wrestling coaches got so mad about the outcome of the disputed results that he started stripping and threw his shoes to the ground, that he even bounced in his own player, and the other on one judge, and well, the crowd started hyping up the other coach, and he proceeded to strip too. But well, besides the embarrassing moment, the wrestler did show up top-class sportsmanship and congratulated the opponent. 3 years ago, Kawhi Leonard hit the greatest shot in Raptors history when he shot a buzzer-beater three-pointer that took the Raptors to the final, and it bounced 4 times in the rim before going in.
Is this the dagger?
The average reaction time of an F1 driver being approximately 0.2 seconds, drivers train their brains to keep up with the speed of the car and require lightning-fast reflexes. This is an F1 driver reaction test. A legendary moment in the sport of puissance happened when the horse Sunshine did a world record and jumped the 6'11" Great Wall.
Yes!
This 1000 IQ play worked perfectly for the Brazilian team. Canadian Samantha Beliveau broke a world record when she lifted a 183-pound dumbbell, which is the heaviest dumbbell ever lifted by a woman. And for comparison, Zac Efron weighed 170 pounds for the movie Baywatch. Under 6 feet tall, Kador Ziani is a former basketball player who was able to make some of the most spectacular dunks in basketball history. Arguably the world's most famous soccer player, Cristiano Ronaldo, sometimes celebrates by screaming "See you," which chant caught on fire with the fans. Here's the loudest "See you" at a game. When a young gymnast's hand slipped, a quick-thinking coach swooped in and saved her from a bad landing. One of the most known track and field events is long jump, which combines speed and strength in an attempt to leap as far as possible. And wind assistance can be tricky, especially the world record distances are so close. This was the previous world record long jump at an insane jump of 28 feet.
Oh my goodness! Wow, what is TJ?
At the IndyCar Grand Prix 2022, racer Colton Herta pulled off an unbelievable save to keep his car with slick tires pointing the right direction on a damp track. And it's one of the longest drifts in a high downforce car.
Everything he could do all the way on the lock stops. There was nothing left for Colton Herta to do to keep that car pointing straight. Look at that.
Never have I seen an IndyCar slide that far sideways in the wet on slicks without something bad happening. Amazing stuff from Herta.
That's absolutely incredible.
The rest of today and tomorrow, the entire week, it's one thing to leap over a guy.
In a pre-game warm-up Warriors vs. Mavericks, Steph Curry didn't miss a single shot. The goals of death diving is to hold a pose for as long as possible before hitting the water. In 2018, Miriam Hamburg became the first woman champion in the competition. When Frankfurt made the Europa League final for the first time since the 1980s, fans stormed the pitch to celebrate with the players. Okay, this is a moment that was very criticized by rugby union fans, and quite understandably. What's happening is that basically England and Argentina stopped playing when they realized that they'll both make the playoffs and advance in the tournament if no one else scored. But it was at the cost of the Canadian team. So both teams agreed to stop playing, so they both advanced, and Canada's out.
Argentina don't mind either, because they'll be in the quarterfinals on points difference as it stands, so they're okay with this too.
This is perhaps one of the most amazing saves in MotoGP that even included a wheelie. During the first open-weight bout in an MMA fight, one of the fighters attempted a crazy move. During the fourth quarter of the East Semis Game 1, the crowd went wild when Giannis did an alley-oop to himself. In Europe's Strongest Man contest, the Latvia contestant took first place in the Power Stairs competition, in which they take 551 pounds up 3 steps of stairs. Anthony Joshua is one of those boxers that doesn't get too involved in the back and forth with opponents to promote fights, despite being a great promotional tactic. But during a face-to-face, he simply couldn't stop himself from making a comeback.
Your heart will fail you, trust me.
Who are you, a doctor?
During the Rhythmic Gymnastic World Championships, the athletes have to do performances in which different objects, such as clubs and ribbons, are used, and the routines are amazing. This is an amazing overtime behind the back winner scored by Dane Dobby. Even though it's not a mainstream sport, wheel gymnastics is a sport that originated in Germany, and it requires a tremendous amount of coordination and strength. At the PBA bowling tournament, Osku Palermo showed off his abilities by making a strike over a tall chair placed on the lane. A legendary moment happened when Nigeria's goalkeeper touched Lionel Messi to check if he's human.